Rajo, 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 Katipunan, Rajo, Katipunan, Rajo, Katipunan, Rajo, 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 Katipunan, Rajo, Katipunan. Voice of the Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo. Todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Ipad the Blue Eagle, galing hiting at tigil.
Here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso ko'y pagod.
Radyo!
Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B. Here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Mind Ed, your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits. My name is Pat, and I am your host. Well, okay, not just me though. It's Pat and B, but B's not here. She's still in a much-needed state of rest. But I'm joined in the booth today by our producer Justin. Hi, Justin. Yeah, those are his fingers. It's another week. We're still trying out this whole format of doing having anonymous callers call in. So we're doing another episode of life lessons from strangers on Mind Ed with Psych of Pat. So if you didn't catch the episode last time, the premise of the whole thing is that we get anonymous callers to call in, and they give us their ultimate life lesson. So like the one thing that they think that all people must do to make their lives better. Now, this is not we don't choose necessarily our guests. We field out calls and we screen and we see like, okay, I think we can have this person call in. And, so if you guys want to be a guest, then, feel free to message us on either our Mind Ed page. So that's facebook.com/minded. Tama ba? Or facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Yeah, and just shoot us a message, or you can shoot me a message on facebook.com/psychofpat. So seriously, this is like a free-flowing thing. We do not have a specific outline or format for this. So all of the things that you're about to hear, and all of the things that you have heard from last time, they're real like casual conversations. So no formats, no nothing, no holds barred. I mean, okay, we are still a wholesome radio show, so no cursing as much as possible. But yeah, we already have a caller on. So caller, can you hear us? You are live. Hi. Okay, caller. So caller, we talked about a certain specific spiel. Can you shoot us that spiel now?
Hi, I'm a stranger.
Okay.
And a daughter and a friend, and professionally I'm a financial coach, if that's even relevant.
Yep.
And
okay.
I'm also a normal human being.
Stranger, what would you like for us to call you?
Sorry?
What would you like for us to call you? How do we refer to you? I can call you stranger the whole show if you want, or...
Sure.
Okay. So stranger, what is your life lesson?
My life lesson is people should always be grateful.
Ooh, grateful. Okay, that's interesting. But okay, so stranger, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Like, how are you doing today?
Well, to be very honest with you, I'm when I woke up, I was feeling really good, but in the middle of the day, things just started to come up.
Ooh, darn. Okay.
Yeah,
Those things that came up don't sound too pleasant. I'm judging from the sound of your voice, though.
Sorry?
The things that you said that came up don't sound too pleasant. Judging from the sound or from the tone of your voice.
No, they're not.
Do you want to talk about it? Like, this is anonymous, so nobody's gonna know.
No, I'd like to keep it as a private matter.
Ooh, okay. Chismis. Sige, fine. Baka mamaya, Justin, malabas natin. But that's okay. Okay, so you said that the ultimate life lesson from your life is that people should be grateful. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, when you say that people should be grateful, do you mean to say that people should be grateful about everything? Like, every single thing in their lives? Or, like, where's this coming from?
When I was younger, I thought I did have a really good life. Like, I felt like I needed or wanted more from life. And I was never satisfied, and to simplify it, I've been insecure about so many things. Because I just think things are not enough, or I'm not enough, and what's happening to me is not enough. Like, I just wanted more from life. But growing up, I realized eventually that I'm actually luckier or blessed than most people. I mean, as I got exposed to the realities of life, I mean, as simple as being able to eat 3 times a day and living and having a comfortable space where I could sleep, as simple as those things. Sometimes we take it for granted.
Okay, so when you say, gosh, okay, there was a lot of things there, but I'm sorry, there were a lot of things there. But when you say that you felt like things weren't enough, like, could you give us an example? Like, what were some experiences that you felt like things were lacking? Or, I mean, okay, for one thing, I'm not asking this because, I'm just making chismis or whatever, but, I generally feel that, there's a sincere place that this is coming from,
I think if I could, like, be open about everything, I think it all boils down to me being just about what other people have, or how they live their lives and how they look like. Because I just felt like I was never enough. Never.
Okay, we got a Greatest Showman fan here, but yeah, okay, I can definitely understand that. Like, we live in an age, I guess, that everyone's just so connected, and you have so much access and so much awareness and exposure, to what everybody else is going through and what everybody has. And I can't gauge how old you are. Well, how old are you, if I may ask? Okay. Fine. You sound like you're my age though, but we didn't grow up with social media or with Facebook, and but then it was real. Like when I was in grade 5 myself, or around in grade school, I felt like, why don't I have the same things that my other friends or my other classmates have? And I wonder if that's the same experience that you've had too. Like, do you feel like there were certain things that your friends or your classmates were enjoying, but then you didn't have the same things?
What's weird is, now that I'm looking back, it's kind of difficult to try to remember how it felt before, because now that I'm trying to look back, I feel like I have better things than everybody else. I mean, seriously, like,
okay.
Parang during that time, I just really didn't know how to appreciate what I have. Like, it was a constant, like I'm constantly running after something else or something more, when in fact, I already have more than enough. And yun nga, parang somehow I would say I had a really good life, and I still have a good life. Parang wow, tapos na yung life ko. No, I mean, growing up, I really had a good life. I think it's just a matter of being appreciative of everything that you have. Kasi yun nga, parang, I don't know, I guess I just wasn't thought to be mindful of the little things. Parang, ang bilis lang niya lumipas. Parang ganon. Tapos, feeling mo, oh, what's next? Parang, you're constantly chasing after new things. Kasi sobrang bilis. You fail to actually take time to appreciate what you already have. Sure. And I think that applies to yung sa sarili mo, na parang kasi nga feeling mo you constantly have to improve, and I think that's a really good pursuit, na you want to grow, etc. But because of that pressure that you put on yourself, parang na-overlook mo yung progress mo, sure, yung kung ano ka ba before and kung ano ka na now and kung anong meron ka in each moment. Parang kung hindi ako grateful or kung hindi ko natutunan how to be grateful, maybe I'd be like stressed to the nth level.
Okay. But no, it sounds like, I mean, okay, I think, given that you're anonymous here on the show and not a lot of people have an insight into what it is that you're going through, and part of my job as a host on the show is kind of to understand where all of these things are coming from. I'm curious as to what you sound like. I dread to think that some people might be listening on the show and think that this person has just experienced all good things in her life, and now I'm not one to quickly jump into that conclusion, but I do tend to think that you've probably experienced some difficulties in your life too, and I'm just not for sensationalism's sake or whatever, but I'm just curious. Like, it does sound like you have experienced some real hardship in your life, and I wonder if it's okay if you can share with us some of that.
because I think like parang subjective naman yun, diba?
Sure, of course, but then hardship is hardship. So okay, as a matter of principle, so I'm a psychotherapist, and psychotherapists generally, regardless of what the person is coming or bringing into the session, not that this is a therapy session, absolutely not. But then we generally don't judge. So even if a person says that though this is the biggest problem in my life, and the biggest problem in that person's life was just that they lost a cell phone or whatever, then we just kind of listen. So I think everybody's just so keen and so eager and so curious to learn about you and your experience. So, don't be shy. Feel free.
Okay, sige. So let's go back from the very beginning, or at the very least, kung ano ba yung feeling kong pinanggagalingan nito.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Okay, so I am vertically challenged.
What's that mean?
Siguro mga 4'11" para may idea. Or maybe even less. No, I'm kidding. And parang feeling ko, grow up, I had to constantly prove myself. So, parang naging source of insecurity ko yun. Maliit ako, tapos hindi ako maputi, hindi matangos ilong ko, ganyan. So, parang because of these insecurities, na sobrang na-magnify everything else, parang pantakip lang siya. Parang even if sobrang daming blessing, ganyan, parang feeling ko hindi yan enough to compensate for my lack of height or hindi ako maputi, ganyan. So anyway, parang parating yun yung clouds in my head na you're not enough. So ako, parang yung coping mechanism ko is I have to do better in other things. So I have to excel in school. I need to have a lot of friends. I need to please people, ganyan. Kailangan mo lang naiinasahan or whatever. Until I finally, so I was already in college. And the cycle went on na parang I need to look for friends na I could also be, yung parang pwede kong i-please, ganyan. Or pwede akong in. Until, so yun na nga, I was in college and then my parents brought us to this community. And then fast forward, I started attending their youth gatherings and then I became part of their camps, etc. And then parang that's when I realized na, shucks, ba't ba ang arte ko in life?
Wow. Okay.
Parang, okay, sige, valid yung, sabihin natin valid yung source of insecurity ko na siyempre parang pag babae, di ba, you always want to feel pretty or you always want to parang makakuha ng attention or whatever. Pero yun nga, parang hindi naman pala yung kailangan. Parang kailangan lang matutunan mo how to appreciate and be grateful for what you are, what you already have, who you are, and the people who surround you. So, yung naging turning point ko was when I became part of that community of a particular youth ministry.
Do you want to share with us what that particular community is? I mean,
Sorry?
do you want to share with us what that particular community is? I think people might be interested.
It's a low J, like a G.
Oh, okay. So it's a church community. Okay. No, but I think that's something that people can really definitely struggle with. Can definitely relate to. There are people. I think everybody who's lived ever on this planet and in this age has thought up something in their mind that they think that they lack. Whether it's for you it's in your mind it's a height thing, or it's a skin color thing, or it's a nose shape or form thing. I definitely have that too. Like I think for me it's might be a skin thing, might be a weight thing, might be a looks thing. And we definitely I think everybody can definitely relate to the wanting to try to overcompensate for it, in whatever way possible. Like, if there's this running joke of whenever a girl or a friend is asking about the new boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, and the description is, "Uy, gwapo ba yan? Ganyan. Tapos yung description is, mabait. So, yeah, but that's a joke, of course. But, it definitely comes from something real. People do tend to try to overcompensate. And I wonder, I'm curious, how have you tried to, so you said, because you don't feel like you're tall enough. I wonder if you were wearing platform heels all throughout your high school life. Or...
No, I don't like doing that.
Yeah. No, but you said,
sige lang, okay na, mali talaga ako.
So you are the definition of, I imagine your friends would describe you as the small but terrible kind of stereotype thing. But terrible in the sense that you're terribly awesome, I figure. Like, you said, you took it out on, trying to excel at things. And, for some people that might look like it's definitely, this person is awesome, but at the same time, there's something that you're going through on the inside that people don't really see, I guess. I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah? Sorry?
No, what do you think? Like, is that accurate? Like, people see you as, this achiever thing, but they don't really see that there's this thing that you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard so many stories like this, diba, yung happy yung front, ganyan. But deep inside, ang daming dala, ganyan. I used to be like that before. And I'm not saying I'm 100% over that phase, pero before, ganun talaga, you overcompensate nga. Na, sige, excel na lang tayo with school, or when I was in college, it was different. Parang I involved myself with different organizations, so parang daming extracurricular. Para, yun nga, to cover up for certain things. Until I realized na, I don't have to do anything para to feel accepted. I just have to be happy and grateful for who I already am and what I already have. Kasi at a certain point, parang magiging sobrang tiring na lang din siya.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And pointless kasi in a way, like in terms of building relationships, parang you only build it kasi medyo may vested interest ka na gusto mong i-please yung mga tao so you will feel good about yourself, ganyan. So parang nagiging hindrance siya.
Okay.
Para hindi ka makapag-build ng genuine relationships.
Yeah.
So, yun. At the end of the day, kahit anong gawin mo, if hindi ka grateful or hindi ka happy or hindi mo na-appreciate kung ano yung meron ka, forever mong itatry na mag-overcompensate, forever mong itatry na maghanap ng way to cover up for your insecurity.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like what you were saying earlier about how, the relationships that you do form really aren't, at least the way I understood that, like, because you've pushed yourself and you've really tried to fit into this, like, this mold of being somebody whom you're not really really that invested in, and you're just trying to like, you know, overcompensate and everything, the relationships that you do form, you know, eventually don't really come out to be like, well, okay, this is not like a generalization or anything, but a lot of the time the relationships that you do form can be very, you know, superficial essentially sometimes.
Hindi naman like superficial lang, as in parang yun na yun, ganyan. Pero alam mo, it's different kasi when you build a relationships with someone that you've been vulnerable with. I mean, kasi diba you have friends na parang, ito yung friends ko, we talk about, like let's say for example in college, diba you talk about your subject or yung ganun lang, yung hanggang ganong friends lang kayo. Pero after that, pagtapos na yung season na yun, kasi nga hindi naman sobrang lalim, parang you just really wanted to have friends and to be surrounded by people. So hanggang dun lang din siya, parang ganun.
Yeah.
Not necessarily superficial.
Yeah, okay. So, but not as deep as it could
Yeah,
be.
not as deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so there's the definite turning point there. You said that it was because you came into this point where, you know, this community that you became a part of just kind of really showed you the way. So, you know, how that, do you find that this being part of this community, you know, opened your eyes and helped you to really just, I don't know, love yourself or like yourself a little bit better? You said, you know, I think if I were to be able to distill, you said, or you saying being grateful, it's like you're saying that it's about learning to accept and even essentially love who you are and what you have. And is that kind of what happened for you?
Yeah, exactly. So you're asking me about my turning point?
Yeah, no. So I guess I'm curious. Like, I working with people, I realized that might not be an easy thing for a lot of, you know, different people. Like, it's for them, it's so hard to come to grips with like loving who they are and liking where they're at. So how'd you do that? Like, was it an easy process for you, or was it like something that you kind of had to wrestle with for a bit?
I wouldn't lie, of course it was something I had to wrestle with, because even when I started becoming part of that community, I couldn't brush off the feeling that I had to please everyone, or I still had to prove something. Pero yun nga, at a certain point, I guess after being constantly fed with the word, after being constantly surrounded and accepted by people, even after hearing all of your messy stories, parang you just realize na, or I just realized na, kahit pala or kahit sobrang imperfect ko, sobrang dami kong, like, I have so many things that I'm incapable of doing. People don't mind. Parang I don't have to do anything to be loved and accepted, because they're you know, just happy to be friends with you, or they're just grateful to be friends with you. No strings attached, or parang walang kapalit, parang ganon.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I'm super curious. Like, what was it like because you were saying one of the things that made it easier for you was that you had people who already did that for you. You know, you had people who already kind of just took you in and accepted you. But what was it like for you to do that for yourself? Like, what did you have to do? You did mention that you struggled through it and that you had sort of like a hard time with it. So what did you do?
So I had this after my first turning point. Wow, daming story. I had this major heartbreak. And during that heartbreak or during my most painful moments, I committed to pushing myself to grow. Parang I didn't want to just yung parang walang kwenta yung pain.
Yeah.
So I promised myself na I'm gonna use this pain to encourage me and to push me to grow. So nung time na yun, as in I started reading books, and then I went out more with friends, and I took my faith journey seriously. As in, talagang I started hearing mass every day. And parang na-realize ko, all of these things, so I mentioned earlier, I'm a financial educator, and we would always say, education without application is entertainment, or it's nonsense, diba? So parang, anong sense kung matututo ko pero hindi ko siya i-apply sa sarili ko? So, parang nag-aksaya lang ako ng oras. So, nung time na yun, talagang I committed to growing and doing things for myself. And that included loving myself more, taking care of myself, going out with friends, and not trying to please whoever. Parang I allowed myself to embrace myself.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that does make sense. But you know, one of the other things that I realized about that situation is, well, okay. For one thing, I just wanna, it's admirable that you've gotten to this point, because for a lot of people, when they're faced with hardships, it's hard for them to make that decision. It's, sometimes when they're faced with such a, with heartbreak or whatever, it's easy for them to get lost in themselves or get lost in the world and just like find the best ways to numb their pain. And and it's sad to think about, but it does happen. And what I'm really curious about is how you yourself have gotten to make that decision for you. Like,
sorry, how
you've led yourself to make that decision. Like, was it, again, similar question to earlier, was it an easy decision to just like, you know what, screw that guy, he messed with me, we broke my heart, I'm gonna love me? That's really, I don't think, and I think people might agree, that's not an easy decision to make. So, how'd you do that?
I think God just connected everything, and He conspired for everything to happen. Because during that time, I was already leading worship in our community, and I could still remember it vividly, even until now. And
this sounds like the makings of a huge turnaround. So I'm at the edge of my seat. You can't see me, but I'm grinning right now. So go ahead.
So one of the biggest lessons that I've learned during that time was this. Our preacher said, "If you cannot honor yourself, you cannot honor others." And for me, that was like a huge turning point, because how could I my ex-boyfriend broke up with me, and he told me that he thinks we needed to grow apart, and that we needed to improve ourselves, etc., so we can love people better, blah blah blah. And I thank God, because somehow we ended that on that note. But there's a continuation to that story, which doesn't really matter. Anyway,
no, it's okay. Like, we have time. So.
Anyway, I used that. I used what he said to, we need to grow apart, blah, blah, and I actually took it to heart. I told myself, I think I also really needed to learn how to love myself better first.
Amen.
So, so, yun, parang yung message, kadugtong yun eh, diba? You cannot honor yourself. And you cannot honor others if you cannot honor yourself. And the same way you cannot love others and honor this if you cannot love yourself.
Yeah.
So, I took that to heart and I really started to practice self-love. And part of which is, yun nga, parang surrounding myself with good people. I started to explore new hobbies. During that time, I learned how to do calligraphy. And then I started going out with family some more. As in dates with family. We would have, we call it in CG. As in care groups, ganyan. And then, yun, parang na-enjoy ko din siya. And, siguro going back lang din to the point, to the very first thing that I said, or to the lesson that I'm trying to share with people today, being grateful. Parang if I did not look at things on a different perspective, or kung yun nga, kung inisip ko na lang na nakakainis naman to, nakakagalit lang to, as in purely this is pointless, or this is just painful, etc. And if I did try to look at the good thing about my whole heartbreak, I don't think I would grow to be the person that I am now. I don't think I would realize the importance of self-love and you know, accepting your flaws. Kasi yun din eh, di ba? Parang if hindi mo kayang tanggapin kung ano ka, hindi mo din mababago.
Wow. If you can't accept, you cannot change. Wow. You cannot change what you cannot accept. Parang, okay.
You cannot change what you cannot accept. Because you don't even acknowledge that you need to change it, diba? So,
wow. Okay. That's a really powerful thing, I think. Like, for you to be able to make those decisions for yourself. And I guess what I'd like for the people listening to take away from that is that it's not it might be a difficult decision to make in each of our individual lives, but it's still definitely a decision that you can make. It's not impossible for people to turn their lives around. It's not impossible for people to see what's in front of them, because that's more or less what you've done. I think you've taken, you've been through some crap, I'd say, and you've instead of like dwelling on the crap, you've really gotten into the depths of what you still had, which is your community, your family, your friends. Yeah. That's amazing. You're amazing, caller. Okay, so wait, but you've been talking a lot about heartbreak, and I wonder, so, did loving yourself equate to like staying single for the rest of your life? Is that a decision that you made? Like, are men evil and are men crap and no man is ever good enough for you? Like, is that the decision that you made?
Of course not. I think people are taught to different vocations, and I believe that I was called to have a family in the future.
Ooh, so you have kids now?
Sorry.
Oh, in the future. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, no, I thought you had kids now, because you said you were called to have a family, so I thought you had kids. Okay, no, so, sorry, go ahead.
No, kasi definitely in your journey to accepting yourself and loving yourself, you'll discover then or if you're meant or called to do something or be with someone. And alam ko naman, right from the very beginning, na I'm doing this not so I could please anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Parang, I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for God to be the best version of myself. And whether I end up in another relationship again or not, it's fine. Parang ganon.
Mm-hmm.
But I thank God because, I mean, kasi diba parang natanong mo, so ano ba, i-hitman na, ganyan, whatever. Parang,
Yeah.
para sa akin,
I won't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. There are some really, really creepy men out
para
there.
sa akin kasi, I don't wanna do things out of, parang para lang gumante or para lang may approve or anything. Parang if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it first and foremost for myself and of course for God. Kasi yun nga, parang byproduct na lang if He leads me to somebody else. And then, yay! Diba? But okay, to tell you, I'm actually getting married.
Ooh, yeah! Wait lang. I should find an applause. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Wait, where's the mouse? Where is the applause? Okay. Sound effects. Okay, okay. Say that again. You are?
I said I'm getting married soon.
Okay. Was there an applause? I didn't hear it. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Sorry. I am new to this soundboard. So okay. Good job. Okay. So you're getting married. That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm happy for myself too.
I'm sure. He must be a very, very lucky guy. Hello.
Sorry?
I said he must be a very, very lucky guy.
Oh yeah. No, I am.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, he is. No, okay. Okay. Wait, let me find another one. There's another one that's appropriate here. Yeah, okay. Thanks, board. This board is my new best friend. Okay. No, but sincerely and genuinely, I'm very, very happy for you. Stranger, you have like a minute, one more minute to share one last message to all of the people who are listening. And remember, you're anonymous, so you can say absolutely anything. Feel free. Go.
It's easy to take all of our blessings for granted, and that includes the people around you, your opportunities, the gifts that you have, the talents that you have, and even yourself. Sometimes you take yourself for granted. And it's so easy to do that because we're constantly trying to pursue other things and we're constantly trying to go for more to the point that we're forgetting and we're overlooking what we already have. And so today I just want to say, and I just want to share it to people how important it is to stop and look around you. And even if your life seems messy, there's always something that you can be grateful for.
That's amazing. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, caller. And wish you luck for your eventual wedding. And thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye. Wow. Thank you, stranger, for that amazing and beautiful message. So you heard it, guys. Let's all be grateful. Grateful for not, generally all of the crap that we all experience, but grateful for what you already do have, the good stuff. And, you might think that, there's no good stuff, but, like the caller said, stop and take a look around and really just take in all of the things that you have. family, friends, a community, you people who love you, your dog, your cat, whatever it is, make the most out of it. Okay. Tune in again. Ooh, are we on next week? Probably not. Tune in again next time. This has been Mind Ed, your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits. My name is Pat, and Bee's not here, but she'll be back too. Be grateful, guys. See you around.